Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the tailback. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
And historically, this game really has meant a lot. You go back to the 90s, this was basically a de facto national championship game before the championship game. Remember, they played twice back in 1996, the year Danny Werfel won the Heisman Trophy. So this game always means a lot.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. To the air, it's Everett. He's got his man, and he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. A first down for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The Gators racing to the line in a hurry-up. Last time these two got together, Florida got to rub a little salt in the wound as they blew out the Noles.
Well, that was a statement win by the Gators, and I think that win really helped push a bunch of high school prospects that might have been considering both the Seminoles and Gators to Gainesville. That game had a huge impact this offseason for the Gators.
To the ground to try to move the chains.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And the Gators will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Gators are in the hurry-up. Goes to the option. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Hand off from the shotgun. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They go to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Rides to the back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
He leaves it with his back.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
And here comes the offense on second down. Trying to move them on the counter. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. To the air, it's Everett. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback will audible. They'll go to the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Quarterback all over the place trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Second down now after the sack. Fast motion from the offense. On second down, he'll fire. A little screen to the running back. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Now, a fourth down.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? Little touch pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and then just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. He's got it. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Gators will hustle to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. On first down from the 13-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Smashes through the tackle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Getting some heat. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been. He hurls one deep down the left side. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he makes the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So seeing quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking for a man. It's Everett. Got his man quickly. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They've got 13 seconds to work with here in the first half if they choose to be aggressive. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snags it down the right side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Buying some time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Florida State. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and read this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Leaves it with the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He wants to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch on the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
To the 15. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Florida! And the stomping has commenced. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Motion from the offense. Quarterback will keep it. He's not going to make it stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Defense in press coverage. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's going for it close to his own end zone. Finds his man enough for the first. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They move the tight end all over. Wants to throw. It's Everett. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And the Seminoles are marching down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They'll put the tight end in motion. The play-action fake. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him, Tom.
If this offense wants to stay in this game, they have to punch it in on this drive. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Looking to throw, it's Everett. Now improvising. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Florida.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to run it back. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make...
He lofted high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. The Gators headed quickly to the line. The give to the back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to take off. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida 29, Florida State 13.
And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching. Keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Gator! And the route is on. And the Gators have chomped down, and they put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming.
Cobra. Hustle.
Quarterback keeper. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I do like the play call offensively here. In a 2-point situation, trust your quarterback to get it in, but this defense does such a good job rallying to the football, and they come away with no points on the 2-point attempt.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The corners are walked up tight. Off-play action on first down. Working on the right. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute.
Racing down the left side. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Noles. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And what a nice ball. You can see he sees him running the corner route, lays it out in front, catches the ball, and nice job catching the ball and then doing what? Getting upfield, not running out of bounds, not getting pushed out, not getting tackled. Nice job after the catch, getting vertical, getting to the end zone.
They'll get the 2-point conversion, and now the lead is 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Hands it off. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Gators want to move quickly.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You've got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
Scanning the field, it's Everett. Setting up the screen. At the 40, there he goes.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that pass picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Keep up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Got him downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. 1st and 10.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Finds a crease at the 20. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got his man on the right. And he's dragged down. Really nice job by this sophomore standing in the pocket and delivering the pass. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce.
42 Spike.
Calls his own number. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. He's got it on the right. Oh, look out. There he goes. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown. has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass? And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Takes it the other way. Touchdown Seminoles! The defense with the huge momentum swing, taking it all the way in.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And he puts through the extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Bringing it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's going for the big play. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Looking to throw. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the misfire, now on second down. Looking to pass. It's Everett. Quickly out to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on first down. He's got his man. Open runway ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Steps away. And it's his fourth interception of the night. Looking for more room. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go to the ground. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Here on third down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Everett. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And they're going to try to convert on fourth down, 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep...
Touchdown, Gator! And the pummeling has started.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They'll line up to go for two. The option look, and they're able to get him down.
Great job by the defense. Prepared for the option here in a two-point situation, and the offense comes away with nothing.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down.
And the Florida State offense will take over. First and 10.
First down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Everett. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
A loss of 3 yards on the play. Brings up second down.
So hope stays alive. The undefeated season lives on as they inch closer to that 12-0 goal and what they hope will be a berth in the college football playoff.
And I'm just so impressed with the mindset of this football team each and every week. They're poised, they're focused, they have a good game plan, they know who they are, and they go out and they execute. It's as if they're not even thinking about the college football playoff.